Measles cases, they are on the rise in North Carolina. State health officials say 2 more cases are confirmed in a pair of unvaccinated siblings in Buncombe County. That brings the total to 7 cases since last December. Now, a few of the cases have really been linked to a major outbreak across the border in South Carolina. Just this week, 124 new cases were announced. That's bringing the total to 434. State health officials have actually launched a new measles cases and outbreaks dashboard to track new cases and exposure information. You can see exactly where the confirmed cases are located. The Department of Health and Human Services says that online data will be updated twice a week, Tuesdays and Fridays. And measles is highly contagious and can spread both through the air and by touch. And while symptoms normally show up 1 to 2 weeks after getting exposed, well, doctors say they could appear up to 3 weeks later. Now, here's what to look out for: a high fever, runny nose, coughing, and red, watery eyes, tiny white spots on your cheeks, gums, and the roof of your mouth. They're going to appear within the first 2 to 3 days. Then there's the signature red, splotchy rash that usually starts on the face before spreading to the rest of your body. Health officials say getting that MMR vaccine really provides the best protection against measles.